I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube talking about the developments of the child molester in Colorado who was going door to door and how dangerous that is. And I also heard a while back about a Bethelite who was caught in an airport going around stalking little kids for hours in the restrooms. And a lot of people are complaining that that Watchtower organization doesn't tell their members if there's a child molester in their midst, and wants them to change policies to prevent that and make it easily known. Well, this is a short video, and I want to explain something to parents and also the children in the organization that every community in the United States has access to their list of sex offenders. You can get on the internet, your smartphone, laptop, however you do it. Takes a couple minutes. It's free. And it's a list of all the registered sex offenders in your county. You could do a state search. You could do a multiple county search if you're, if you have to. But it's free. And you can check to see if there's anybody in your congregation, whatever church you're in, whatever school you're around, whatever neighborhood you're in, and get a list. It shows the people's faces. It gives their address. It gives what they were convicted of. It tells you when they were convicted. All kinds of information, which is free. And even though, churches have this thing where they can get in trouble for making it seem like it's burdensome on somebody for them to tell their whole congregation that certain person is a sex offender. But a parent, a father, a mother can look it up for themselves and find out who in their child's life is a sex offender or not. So why don't they just do that? I don't know why. A lot of people in today's society want it always to be someone else's responsibility. Years ago when I was a kid and going to school, your kid had to know the alphabet, had to know how to count, had to know to tie their shoes, had to know, it was a whole list of things that your child had to know before they would be allowed to go to school. These days the attitude is they don't want to teach their kids anything. They'll learn that in school. Well, it's not the school's responsibility to teach your child those things. You're supposed to invest the time and effort into teaching your child those things. So, as a parent, you need to look up the sex offenders in your neighborhood, your community, and find out who they are. You'll recognize them. If they go to your church or they're in your neighborhood, you're going to recognize them on there. It tells, like I say, it tells you where they live. Be active in your child's life. Do things with them. Go places with them. And I want to tell every child out there that if something is happening to you or somebody you know, tell the authorities. Don't tell your parents or your pastor. They tend to protect people. So if something goes bad, go to the police and let the police contact those people and tell them what's going on. And don't be afraid. No one's going to blame you. It's not your fault. It isn't. People should not do those things to children. And if they do, they're wrong. They need to be put away. They need to be punished. There's consequences for everybody, everywhere, for everything you do, whether good or bad. There's good consequences and there's bad consequences for doing bad things. So even if a grown-up is doing something bad, they have to face bad consequences. And they know that. Don't feel guilty about telling on them. Don't let them try to tell you that it's your fault or something bad will happen to you for telling, because it's not true. Only good things come from telling the truth. If it's the truth, only good things will come of it. Lots of people love you. To the kids that are in the JW community, I grew up there. I know what you go through and I know what you have to deal with. If not, somebody isn't listening about some bad things that are going on, if they're not paying attention, and you need somebody to know that we are trying from the outside, trying to get things changed to make it better inside for you. We have nothing but love for you. Lots of love out here for ex-Jehovah's Witnesses and Jehovah's Witnesses alike. I love Jehovah's Witnesses. I used to be one. And the reason I make the videos that I do is because I want you to know that I care. I know what you face. I know what happens. I know what you go through. I know what you're told to think, and I know what you're told to say to people. And I can see it. But just know that us on the outside are looking out for you. Lots of love for you out here. So if you know of something that's happening and you're not getting any results, or people are making you feel bad or ashamed for doing any of those things, don't feel that way. Go to someone. Go to someone and tell them until they hear. And parents, it's your responsibility to check on the people involved in your children's life to see if any of them might harm your child. It's your job to protect your children. You do that research. Don't turn around later and say, oh, well, nobody told me. It's so easy to find out who they are these days. Get a picture of them, their address, where they live, what they were convicted of. You can find out exactly what kind of people they are. It's on you. Don't say my church didn't tell me. Don't say my Cub Scout den didn't tell me. No, it's on you. If you want to know what kind of people your children are around, you research. That's your job. And be happy doing it. Bless y'all. Please know I care and love y'all. Talk to you later.